Britney Spears' son refuses to see her over these reasons. We got to talk about this and a lot more, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy bestie, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new here, my whole vibe is pop culture, best friend, FaceTime situation, and we just have a really good time here, okay, girl? So if you're looking for a little company and a new messy bestie that loves to sparkle, hit that subscribe button, girl. All right, best friend. So we've heard that Britney Spears and Jaden have formed a beautiful new bond and a new relationship. He spent Christmas with her. They had a beautiful holiday season. They had ham. They got really nice gifts. They went over to Britney's friends' houses. Like, they had a beautiful, beautiful holiday. And it's not the first time that he visits Britney. He's visited her before, but Sean Preston is one that is missing from all of this wonderful reunitification of mother and children. Well, best friend, we finally saw, I don't know, girl. I mean, take this with a grain of salt, of course, but there's a new headline that says Britney Spears' eldest son, Sean Preston, is very weary of the singer and hasn't been willing to visit. Britney Spears has cut most of her family, but she still receives regular visits from her youngest son, Jaden, who has been quietly working to repair her relationship with his older brother, Sean Preston. Both of Britney's boys love her, but the last few years, it's only been Jaden that's been willing to spend time with her, reveals a source. Sean has spoken to her a couple of times, mostly just to make his brother happy, but so far, he hasn't been willing to visit her. Jaden revealed he was open to the idea of reconciling with Britney back in 2022. It says here that Sean Preston, not so much. He's still very wary of her, admits the source. Jaden understands where Sean is coming from, but he's not nearly as bothered by his mom's antics. A lot of what she does seems to roll off his back. Jaden celebrated Christmas with Britney in California. Britney spoiled Jaden, of course, with all types of beautiful gifts, and Britney still gave Sean just as much, even though he went to her sister's place. Britney doesn't withhold her love from her boys, no matter what she might say when she's angry. Her love for them is totally unconditional. And it's very important to say that all the gifts that Britney Spears gave to Jaden, she made sure that Sean got them, even though Sean celebrated Christmas with Britney's younger sister, Jamie Lynn Kent Spears, and her mother. So let's really dive deep into this. First of all, I always get a lot of flack for saying what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyways, because quite frankly, this is how I feel. I don't care if my mother is stripping on Instagram. I don't care if she's a stripper. I don't care if she's on OnlyFans. I don't care what she does, okay? She is my mother, and I will forever have respect for her. If she was a good mother to me, why am I going to punish her for wanting to live out some sort of fantasy? That's not on me, girl, okay? Let me just be very clear when I say this. As I get older, I look at parents and older people in a very different way. I look at them as they're still human beings, right? If my mother wants to go on Instagram and be in a bikini and do all these type of twirls and dances that Britney Spears does, why am I going to punish her? Why am I going to be embarrassed by her? Will I love it? Probably not. But if this is what my mother wants to do, I'm not going to stop talking to her. Now, the reason I say this is because this is one of the main reasons why we've heard that her sons had an issue with with Britney Spears and her Instagram, and they've repeatedly asked her to stop. Now, I will say that the reason that I believe that Britney Spears does not want to stop is because for 13 years, she was basically locked in a cage where she was told what to do 24/7. Britney Spears did recently talk about the reason why she is doing this, and that she knows that sometimes it can seem embarrassing, and that it's really not maybe everyone's cup of tea, but that she release his energy this way. I mean, Britney Spears is a artist. She's a creative person. And Britney Spears is not creating music right now. She's not in the studio. She's not dancing in rehearsals. She's not on stage. This is her way of expressing herself. This is her way of expressing 13 years of being a prisoner. And this is a part that I don't quite understand. Britney Spears, was under this conservatorship for 13 years. She basically, was not allowed to do absolutely anything. She was completely shut out of the world. She didn't even have an ATM card, okay? She had an allowance. In the book, she says that even her food was monitored and she wasn't even allowed to ask the chef that she paid for to make her French fries, okay? So I just have to say that her sons witnessing all of this, yes, it might have been very difficult for them. Absolutely understand that they might also have their triggers and their traumas, but if Sean is really not talking to her just because of her Instagram, then he has a lot of maturing and a lot of growing up to do. Because if you did not see what your mother survived for you, your mother survived this conservatorship for you, because allegedly Britney Spears was being threatened. If she didn't do certain things, she wouldn't be able to see her sons and they would allegedly be taken away from her. Okay. So she basically survived all of this for her sons. And so that really, it makes me angry because they're adults. Okay. They're over 18 and they should know, right? And I'm so proud of Jaden for giving his mom a chance, but I also don't blame Sean. And this is something that I used to do a lot. I used to curse them out, girl. I used to be like, girl, you are this, you are that. And, I'm so disappointed. I think you're disgusting, this and that. But now that I really look at it, I look at them so differently. And I look at them as, when you're 18, you're still a child, basically, okay? You still have so much to grow. And he's had really bad people in his ears this whole time. For so many years, he's had horrible people practically, in my opinion, allegedly trashing his mother, making shit up, lying on his mother, and making her seem like the horrible villain that they wanted her to seem like. So he has a lot of poison that he has to eject from his body to finally be able to see who his mom really is. So in my opinion, I think we should just give them grace. We should also understand that her sons also have trauma, that they didn't have a normal, childhood. So my opinion is, he will come around when he does, but Britney Spears should not have to shut her Instagram down for nobody. She already had to shut down her life for 13 years forcefully, and been told what to do for 13 years. So if Britney Spears wants to dance around her damn living room in a bikini, then, well, damn it, Britney, you go ahead and you do it because you earned it and you deserve it. And one day, Sean Preston will understand that what Britney is doing is letting go of those chains that for so long had her tied up. In my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you all. I really, truly hope and pray that they all get back together and that Britney's dream of being with her sons come true. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.